What's up everyone, and today we are making pork tenderloin, and I'm letting you know right off the bat this is going to be one of the, if not the only pork tenderloin recipe you are ever going to need. The meat is super tender, super juicy, and that spice rub over the top is a whole nother level of flavor. Let's get right into it. I just got back from the store with my pork tenderloin. I got some plastic wrap down on my workstation. I got my pork tenderloins over the plastic wrap, and we're going to make sure we pat these down, pat them dry on all sides with some paper towels. Now let's make a spice rub to season our pork. 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and half a teaspoon each dried thyme and dried rosemary, and a little salt and pepper to taste, but if you want a measurement, half a teaspoon each. Go ahead and mix this up. By the way, all the measurements and ingredients that are in this video I will leave written down in the description below. Alright, so what you're going to do next, nice little drizzle of olive oil over the top of our pork tenderloins. Then with a separate hand, go ahead and rub that olive oil all into your pork. Then we're going to sprinkle a nice generous amount of that rub all over our pork tenderloins. Go ahead and massage that seasoning in, and make sure you flip them over and get the other sides as well. Same procedure, get your oils on, then get your rub on, rub it down both sides, and don't forget the sides of the meat too. Now what you want to do after your meat is all nicely seasoned, either going to use a big large skillet or a large frying pan, or if you like me, outside on the flat top, we're going to give these a nice good sear. Now we're not cooking them all the way through, just a nice good sear on each side, about 3 to 5 minutes. Lock in that flavor, lock in those juices, get a nice crisp on the outside of the meat. Make sure you get the top and the bottom, and if you can, make sure you get the sides too. Okay, once your meat is nice and seared on all sides, go ahead and place them into a baking dish lined with aluminum foil. Our pork is looking amazing already, but it's not cooked yet, so we're going to set that to the side, and we're going to work on a quick glaze. First up, 1/4 cup of honey, 1 tablespoon of sriracha, 3 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, say that 3 times fast, and a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Go ahead and mix that up until everything is nicely incorporated. All you're going to do next is simply brush that mixture all over your pork tenderloins. Now you could save some of this mixture on the side for garnishing and adding later on after it's cooked, but if you're going to do that, just make sure you add it into a little bowl before you start double dipping your brush or whatever you're using to brush it over your pork tenderloins. All you're going to do next is pop this into a preheated 375-degree oven for 15 minutes. After about 15 minutes, we're going to take our pork out. Now we're going to keep our eye on that little one because it should be done. We're going to tempt it, and this one was right around 144 degrees, which is ideal for pork. So we're going to take this one out, and we're going to let it rest covered with some tin foil. The big one, which was not done, it was around 125 degrees, so we're going to flip that and put that back into our oven for another 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, we're going to tempt the big one. It's at 145 degrees, which is ideal, perfect for pork. So we're going to add our little one back to the pan, cover this with some tin foil, and let these rest for 10 minutes before slicing. And that's pretty much it. We're going to take these out, we're going to slice them up. You can already see all that juiciness, all that wetness oozing out of this pork. That skin looks amazing and crispy. We're going to serve this up on a nice plate with some parsley over the top. Now let me show you what I'm working with. That meat was so juicy. Look how easy it falls apart. And the taste, let me tell you about the taste. That rub was spot on. Let me show you another piece just to show you what I mean. Look how easy it falls apart, like nothing, like butter, baby. And that rub, nice and smoky. That glaze was nice and sweet, perfect combination. And I mean, this recipe couldn't be easier. I mean, it took no time at all. What, 5 minutes to put the rub and the glaze together, sear it on all sides, pop it in the oven for 15 minutes, take it out, pop it in the oven again for another 15 minutes. It's so easy, and you got the most amazing pork tenderloin in return. And that's it for this video. I don't want to take up too much of your time today. I hope you make this. Thanks for sticking around, and thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe so I can see you in the next one.